finally did it. We made it through the 30 days of our split challenge, and in today's video I'm going to discuss a little bit of how it went, the pros, the cons, and so on and so forth. So let's get right into it. By the way, this is going to be a lot of talking video today, not a lot of exercise. I will be posting throughout this video also just a couple of pictures of my progress as I went through the 30 days. If you've been following me on Instagram, you've probably seen me post pictures almost daily on how I've been doing, but I will add them in here. So just as I'm talking, you'll see them pop up randomly, and yeah. So let's get into the pros and cons of this whole program. So what I really, let's start off with the pros. So with regards to stretching in general, it's been a goal of mine to kind of get into the habit of stretching on a daily basis. So I think this is something that's definitely inspired me to continue stretching. It is something that today's May 4th, I'm still doing my stretches every day, even though we're done our 30 days over. I feel like it's very beneficial for my body in general, and it is something that we should be doing kind of on a daily basis. So with regards to certain pains that I had in my hips, tightness in my back, and my knees, I have noticed that pain subside, and that's the awesome thing as well. So, and I'm definitely feeling a lot more flexible. So that's definitely a benefit. The other thing, like I mentioned, is I'm just kind of more in the habit of stretching. I actually like miss it if I don't do it, kind of thing. So with that being said, I did miss 3 days of stretching, and that was just due to being really busy or really tired that day. With that being said though, I did actually have a couple of days in the challenge where I did do my stretches in the morning and then in the evening. So I hope it kind of balanced it out a little bit. As I mentioned that as well, for those of you who are new to stretching, it was something that I recommended in general, is just doing some stretches in the morning and doing some stretches in the evening, or just doing it twice in a day. The other thing that I found that really helped me was just using a timer and not like counting in my head or not counting reps in general for some of the exercises. I kind of like the idea of holding every pose, taking your time to kind of like really feel the stretch and get into it. So that's something that I'm definitely going to stick to also, at least until I feel more comfortable with some of the moves. Also, because I'm going through my yoga certification, as you guys know, I have been doing a couple of courses already. This has really helped me to basically achieve certain moves that I didn't think I could do, which was really great. So I might post a couple here and there. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. So some poses that I just basically didn't think that I could, or I couldn't do before, now I can do, just because I have that flexibility. So that's really awesome. Now, with regards to our challenge and the splits in general, did I hit my splits on the 30th day? The answer is no. Am I disappointed? I am not. And this is where I kind of want to get into the cons of this whole 30-day challenge. I think one of the things that I do see as a con is the fact of doing it every day. I think doing stretching every day is very important, but doing different types of muscle groups is probably more beneficial than just the same muscle group every day. So I think looking back now and moving forward, what I am going to do is probably take a couple of days off with regards to stretching the same area all the time. I think that's one thing that actually hindered my progress, in the sense of on the second week I did overstretch one side, which was my left side, which kind of like messed that side up for the whole rest of the challenge. I am still stretching it, but I had to take like at least 4 days off from like practicing the actual splits on that side. And I also feel like I've actually lost some of my flexibility that I had built up over the first week. So which is interesting, because as an instructor and as someone who's been in fitness, I guess it does make a lot of sense. Like, you don't want to be overusing a muscle group, and you don't want to be overdoing every single day. Like, I wouldn't tell somebody to be doing squats every single day for 30 days without stopping. Do you know what I mean? when it comes to these challenges, it's a little bit different because that's the whole point of the challenge, but you also do want to pace yourself. And I find that sometimes for me, I challenge myself and I'm very, very like, I'm either going to do it or I'm not going to do it. So if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it every single day. And I think that was just like a great learning experience for me to be able to like, okay, like my body's saying no, or like not pushing yourself as far in a specific exercise. Hoping this video is making sense, guys. Sorry, I feel like I'm rambling. But anyway, with that being said, just kind of getting back on track, I did not hit the splits, but it is something that is still a goal of mine, and it is something that I really enjoyed in general. So I'm gonna continue on with stretching and adding in my splits stretch routine into my stretches on a daily basis. So that is that. I would love to hear from you guys how you did. Did you make it through the 30 days? Did you take a couple of days off? Did you hit your splits? Are you kind of in the same place where I am, where you know you want to continue on with some stretching and maybe you haven't hit your splits yet? Let me know below, because I'd be super, super excited, like interested in hearing how you guys did. And I want to thank those of you who you know, were supporting me throughout this time. A lot of you guys like to contact me, like I said, on Instagram. So thanks for all the messages, for all the likes, for all the comments and stuff like that. And if you guys are interested, I'm going to be starting a new challenge coming up soon. So if you want to hear about that challenge, stay tuned. Okay guys, so I wanted to talk to you about my next challenge that's going to be coming up. It's going to be a little bit different, and I'd love to hear from you guys if you'd be interested in joining, or again, if you want to create your own challenge for yourself and we can just do our own challenges together. Because I really understand that not everyone has the same kind of want for the same kind of things, right? We don't all have the same goals. So the fact that I'm doing a challenge for myself in a sense is, you know, because this is something I want to achieve for me. Maybe it's not your goal, but if you have another goal that you want to achieve, I'd love to do it with you. So my next challenge is going to be handstands. So you might have seen in some of my videos that I have this little blue table, which I will post a picture below. So that's actually a handstand table that I got a couple of months ago. I haven't had time to really use it. So I'm going to use that to help me with my handstands. It's actually going to be a really helpful tool as well with regards to my split stretching. So I'm going to do a 30-day challenge of like working on my core and working on my handstands. With that being said, there is going to be that little difference of taking those rest days in this one. So what I'm thinking of doing is maybe 30 days, turning that into maybe like 35 days, so that we have at least like one day off in the week where you take a break, and again, just kind of resting the body. So that's going to be the next challenge. I am going to probably start that on a Tuesday next week. Monday, I have already got, as I mentioned last week, I'm super excited. I have a really cool yoga series for you guys coming up. So if you guys like yoga, definitely stay tuned for the Mondays. I have the next 7 weeks of some really fun stuff planned for you guys. And then again, with regards to our challenge for the handstands, it's going to be on Tuesdays. With that being said, again, I'd love to hear your opinion if it's something that you want to do with me, or if you have another challenge that you want to achieve on your own and we can just kind of support each other. That would be amazing as well. And that's pretty much it. So again, sorry guys, this is a lot of talking in this video today, but in any case, I hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you guys soon. Ciao, ciao.